Now we have long answer type questions. We got 3 questions in this section, when each questions carry 5 marks. We are going to that long answer type question. Question number 11. Monetary measures offer a valid solution to the problem of inflationary gap in an economy. Okay, monetary measures offer a valid solution to the problem of inflationary gap in economy. State and discuss any two monetary measures to justify as given statement. Okay, what is the question? Inflationary gap. Okay, monetary measures offer valid solution to the problem of inflationary gap. Actually, we can say that how to avoid, the direct question we can say that how to avoid inflationary gap. I think you would have known about that inflation. What is inflation? Inflation means that increasing price levels of goods and services. Okay, we can say that our daily bread we are purchasing, that's from shops. Okay, then increasing price of petrol, diesel, that will reflect in our food grains, then other vegetables. Okay, prices that are increasing. So inflationary gap. Then what are the solutions in which we can avoid that inflationary gap? There are different solutions will be there. I think you would have known about that our central bank, that is RBI. They are making certain policies. Then we can say that our government is bringing certain policies. They are helping, they are providing certain funds to poor people. Okay, I think you would have known about that BPL people. Okay, they are getting help from government. So we can go through that. Examples are given there to the solution. 2 measures which may be used to solve the problem of inflation or an increase in cash reserve ratio, CRR. You already learned about cash reserve ratio. Okay, the short form of cash reserve ratio we can say that CRR. So CRR we can actually understand about from RBI. Okay, Reserve Bank of India, Central Bank of India is deciding what kind of cash reserve ratio. Actually, what is CRR? CRR we can say that all the banks should be keeping certain portion of their amount in central bank. Okay, suppose we are saying that CRR is 4%. Okay, presently CRR is not 4%, but for example we can say that CRR is 4%. Suppose the operational income of a particular bank, that is 1000 crores. Then 4% of that 1000 crores should be kept in central bank. That is CRR. Suppose that CRR is increasing from 4% to 5%. Definitely we can say that, okay, the amount which is keeping at central bank, that will be increasing. So during the time of inflation, central bank is increasing CRR. So through that way, they can keep more money in central bank. They can reduce the inflation through this. I think you already learned about that. So cash reserve ratio, different methods will be there. Increasing bank rate, different method will be there, repo and reverse repo rate. So we are taking some examples here. And increasing in cash reserve ratio may reduce the credit creation capacity. That is the case. The credit creation capacity of the commercial banks. Okay, suppose we can say that from 1000 rupees, 50,000 crore is kept in central bank. Then we can say that only 950,000 crores only we can use as their credit creation money. That is 950 crores can be utilized for their operational income. Okay, this may lead to fall in the borrowings from banks. Okay, that is the case. So that amount should be deducted from their capital, that is falling aggregate demand in the economy. We are aware of that. The main function of bank, we can say that they are credit creation through different ways. So that credit creation amount should be reduced from 1000 crores to 950 crores. Okay, suppose inflation is again increasing. The central government is again increasing CRR rate. So suppose we can say that 900 crores can be utilized for their credit creation. Okay, that way they can reduce the fall in aggregate demand. They can reduce the aggregate demand for loan. Then it helps to correct the inflationary gap. That is the case. Okay, inflationary gap in the economy. Okay, so the marks which is given there, 2.5. Otherwise, we can say that 2.5. Okay, that questions, the marks divided, the first solution. Okay, the two measures, they are asking two measures for that. So first measures they have been giving 2.5 marks. So total we can say that 5 marks for this question. Okay. The next thing we can say that sale of government securities. Okay, what is happening there? Government securities. Suppose the government is selling their securities, people will purchase that securities. That's why we can reduce the circulation of money in the economy. Okay, once government securities, that is selling at open markets, then we can say that the central bank will adversely affect the availability of commercial banks to create credit in the economy. Okay, so through that securities, we can reduce the credit creation amount. That's why we can say that credit creation capital of commercial banks. Okay, as a result, aggregate demand in the economy may fall and correct the inflationary gap. Again, we can say that it will correct the inflationary gap. Okay, so during the time of inflation, we need to reduce the increasing price levels. Okay, we need to reduce the increasing loans amount. Through this way, we can do that. Okay, we can control the credit creation capacity of commercial banks through this. Okay, so that is again we can say that 2.5 marks. So total marks we can say that 5. Okay. Then question number 12. From the following data, calculate the value of domestic income. Okay, one table is given there. It's very simple thing because you can take the amount from that table, then you can add the amount, you will get the answer. Okay, the first question, that is, from the following data, calculate the value of domestic income. So A part, it is saying that calculate the domestic income. Okay, what are the items? The first one, compensation of employees, that is 2000. Then second, rent and interest, 800. Okay, actually you have to take care of that. Here amount is in crores. Okay, then third one, indirect taxes, 120 crores. Then corporate tax, 460 crores. Then consumption of fixed capital, that is 100 crores. Then subsidies given by the government, that is 20. Then dividend, okay, that is 940. Then undistributed profits, 300 crores. The net factor income from abroad, okay, net factor income from abroad, that is 150 crores. Then mixed income of self-employed. Okay, self-employed people, that is mixed income, we can say that 200 crores. Okay, what is the question? From the following data, calculate the value of domestic income. Okay, then you have to calculate the domestic income from this following data. Okay, then we can go to the solution there. Domestic income, that is, what is this? NDP. GDP, we are knowing about that. Gross domestic product, that is net domestic product. NDP means that net domestic product at factor cost. Okay, because that is producing it or country itself. So you can take point number 1, 2, 4, okay, 6, 8 and 9. Okay, point number 1, 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10. Okay, then we can check what is point number 1, that is 2000. What is that? Compensation of employees. Okay, government is providing the compensation, government, whatever it may be in our economy, the compensation should be paid to employees. That is 2000. Then again we can say that second point. What is second point? Here we can take rent and interest. Okay, rent and interest. That is again paid at our economy. So that is 800. Okay, that is putting here. Then fourth one, that is not there, but that is indirect taxes. So we are not taking indirect taxes there. Then fourth one, corporate tax. Okay, we are not taking indirect taxes. Okay, please taking care of that indirect taxes. But we are taking corporate tax. That is 460. Okay, 460 crores. Then again we are going to seventh point. What is seventh one? Dividend. Okay, we are avoiding that indirect taxes. Then consumption of fixed capital. Why consumption of fixed capital? Because fixed capital, it is for a long period of time. Actually, we are calculating domestic income, that is a short period of time. That means that, okay, a period of 1 year. So consumption of fixed capital we are not taking because that is for a long period of time. That calculation, that is 100, we are not taking that. Then subsidies provided to the people. We are not taking that subsidies because that is free of course, we are providing that subsidies. So we are avoiding that, but we are taking dividend. Dividend, that is 940. Okay, here we can take 940. Then the last two things we can say that 8th and 10th. Okay, so 8th and 10th, that is undistributed profits. Okay, undistributed profits means that profits are not distributed. Okay, that is again included in our economy. That's why it is saying that undistributed profit, that is 300. Okay, then net factor from abroad, we are not taking that. Net factor income from abroad, we are not taking that because that is generated abroad, it is not in our countries. Then mixed income of self-employed. Okay, so I explained that 10th one, that is mixed income of self-employed. Lots of people here, they are getting help from government of India, then they are getting help from banks with advice from government of India. So their mixed income of self-employed, that is also taking, that is 200. Then we are calculating that the total amount we are getting 4,700 crores. Okay, 4,700 crores. That is we are getting. So you just check the answer, the marks distribution here, this point, we are writing this point. First of all, you have to write domestic income. First of all, you have to write that solution, domestic income, 1 marks. Then we are putting all the numbers here, again 1 marks. Then you are writing answers, 1 marks. Okay, please be taken care of that, because you are writing, that is 5 marks questions, then you are writing, different way, you will not get these full marks. Suppose you are avoiding this first step and you are writing this all, you will not get full marks. Okay, you have to write the formula first, then put the numbers, then write the answer step by step, then you will get all the marks. Okay, that is 3 marks you are getting from that A part. Then we can go to the B part. Distinguish between value of output and value added. It's very simple. Value of output and value added. Okay, we can go through the answer, because I am go through this answer because this is the key of CBSE. So if you are, copying this key, you can get more marks. No need to write, all the things. Suppose you are writing, entire answer in one full page, you will not get marks. You have to write point by point. That's why I'm saying that. Okay, the first part you get actually 3 marks. Then second part, that is, 2 points are there. Then you can understand about that. The first point I will get 1 mark. Then second point I will get, another 1 mark. Okay, so value of output, you have to just write that answer. Okay, what is that? Value of output is the estimated money value of all the goods and services, inclusive of change in stock and production for self-consumption. Okay, then value of output, what is value of output? Is the estimated money value of all the goods and services. Okay, inclusive of change in stock and production for self-consumption. So you have to consider change in stock and production for self-consumption. Then what is the value? What is the value of that output? The entire production, we can say that. Entire production, entire stock is there. Okay, that kind of things we can say that money value of all the output. Okay, then what is value added? Actually that value of output is there, then we are adding something excess to that. That we can say that value added. Okay, the value of output we can take stock, then entire production, but value added, this point is very important, excess of value of output over the value of intermediate consumption. Okay, here we are seeing that self-consumption. Okay, here we can say that excess of value of output over the value of intermediate consumption. Okay, suppose a particular good that got excess of value, that we can say that value of added, that is intermediate consumption. Another use for that particular product, that is a meaning. Okay, so 1 mark, then another 1 mark for this question, then total we can say that 5 marks. Okay, then we are going to the next question. That is, again we can say that OR question, you are getting OR question for that. Okay, so you can choose either first part of that question, then otherwise we can say that the second part. Okay, this is OR question, no need to do entire question paper. If you are getting OR question, you can say that either first part, otherwise the second part you can choose. Okay, the question, given the following data, find net value added at factor cost by Sambhav, a farmer producing wheat. Okay, a farmer name is Sambhav. Okay, then he is producing wheat. The net value added at factor cost by Sambhav. What are the things added to his production? Okay, actually that we discussed that value of output. What other things should be added to his output? That is, we can say that net value added at factor cost. Factor cost, otherwise we can say that FC, the short form FC, that is factor cost. Okay, the table is here. Items: sale of wheat by farmer in the local market, 6,800 crores. Then purchase of tractor, 5,000 crores. Procurement of wheat by government from the farmer. Okay, the government procured wheat from that farmer, then paid 200 crores. Then consumption of wheat by the farming family during the year. Okay, they consumed 50,000 crores wheat. Then expenditure on the maintenance of existing capital stock, that is 100. Then subsidy got to that farmer, that is 20. Okay, this is a table. Then sale of wheat by the farmer in the local market, 6,800. Then next, purchase of tractor, 5,000 crores. Then procurement of wheat by the government from farmer, 200. Consumption of wheat by farming family during the year, 50. Then expenditure on the maintenance of existing capital stock, that is 100. Subsidy, 20. And what is the question? The A part, it is saying that given the following data, find net value added at factor cost. Otherwise, we can say that FC. Okay, so we can go through that solution. The net value added at factor cost. Okay, the short form we can write like this: NVA at factor cost. That means net value added at factor cost. Okay, they are taking this much. We can go through that. Okay, I already mentioned that you have to write the formula first. Okay, net factor cost at net value added at factor cost. Okay, the first one, what is first one? Go through the table. The sale of wheat by the farmer, 6,800. Okay, then third one. So what about second one? Purchase of tractor. Okay, purchase of tractor. That didn't take that particular net value added at factor cost. Why? Purchase of tractor means that, okay, that figure is there, 5,000 crores. Okay, so whatever it may be, that figure is given there. That is not included in net value added at factor cost, because it is paying to purchasing something. It is going out from his account. That's why we avoided that. Okay. Then another thing we can say that the third one is included. What is third one? Procurement of wheat by the government from the farmer. Okay. The government purchased wheat and they paid 200 crores. So that is added. Okay, 200 crores. Then fourth one. What is fourth one? Consumption of wheat by the farming family during the year. Okay, that is 50,000, not 50,000, 50 crores. That is added. Then next one we can say that sixth point. Okay, 5 is not there. Expenditure on the maintenance of existing capital stock. Okay, that maintenance cost will be there. That maintenance cost should be deducted from our account. That's why deducted means that we are not, including that net value added at factor cost. We are not adding that. Okay. Then the final thing you have to take in care of, that fifth point. What is fifth point? Subsidy. Okay. So we are reducing that subsidy from that. Then again we can say that 6,970 crores. Okay. So this is the answer. Then you can find here marks distribution. Then question number B. State any two components of net factor income from abroad. Okay. net factor income from abroad. State any two components. Okay, here three components are given there. You can take any two components. Okay, your answer should be based on net factor income from abroad. Okay, then you can go through that. Component of net factor income from abroad are net compensation of employees, net compensation of employees, net income from property and entrepreneurship, net retained earnings of resident companies abroad. Okay, so 3 points are given there, only have to take 2. That means that 2 marks, okay, 1 mark for each point. Then you can go through that. Net compensation of employees. Okay, I'm taking any 2, that is first one I'm taking net compensation of employees. What is net compensation of employees? Net compensation of employees. That means that certain employees, okay, they are from abroad working in our economy. Then our people, we are working abroad. So we are getting compensation. So people from abroad working here, then people from, we are going to abroad, then we are working there. Then that salaries, that net from that salary, suppose, okay, people from abroad, they are earning 5,000 crores. Okay, they are from our country, they are earning 5,000 crores. Okay, so we can write here 5,000 crores. Okay, the total 5,000 crores. Then we are going to abroad, then we are earning 4,000 crores. Then what will be the net? We can say that 1,000 crores. Is it a positive 1,000 crores or negative one? How can we say that? Because people are working, they are coming from abroad, they are getting 5,000 crores, but we are working at abroad, we are only getting 4,000 crores. Then we can say that it is minus 1,000 crores. Okay, it is, we cannot add that 1,000 crores to our GDP, because they are generating more income. Okay, people from abroad, they are generating more income, but suppose our nationalities, they are going to different countries, they are getting only 4,000. Okay, so this way we have to calculate that. Okay, that is the first point. Then again I am taking 1 point from that, so we can take that. I'm taking the third point, net retained earnings of resident companies abroad. So the companies, again we can say that we took the employees there, then we can take the companies. Okay, the net retained earnings of resident companies. Okay, so the companies are working in different places. Suppose we can say that Infosys is working there, certain locations in India. Then they got, another location. We can say that Europe. Then we can say that, okay, America. So different, continent, they are working. Different countries, they are working. They are, making profits from that. Then again we can say that, okay, different foreign companies are working in our economy. We can take that Samsung. Samsung is working, they got their plant in India, so they are working in India, so they are generating, these are some example, 10,000 crores from our economy. Okay, the Samsung 10,000 crores. The Infosys is generating 50,000 crores. They are working at European continent, we can say that. Okay, 15,000 crores. It is not the actual figure, but example we can say that. Okay, then minus figure we can say that 5,000. that can be added to our GDP. That is positive in the case of net factor income from abroad. Okay, suppose we are comparing two companies. One is Samsung and another is Infosys. Okay, Infosys actually originated in our country, so they are operating their branches in different places. So this way we can add. So that's why I said that net factor income from abroad. If we are getting net factor income from abroad in a positive manner, we can say that it is good for our GDP. Okay, our GDP is developing, our country is developing, we can say about that. Okay, the next question, 13th one, that is A part. Pesticides are chemical components designed to kill pests. Many pesticides can also pose health risks to people even if exposed to nominal quantities. In the light of the above statement, suggest any two traditional methods for replacement of the chemical pesticides. So this is actually, free questions for the candidates who are writing CBSE exams. You will have lots of points. This question will not have a certain, particular solutions. You can write whatever coming in your mind. That is not a blind copy of writing. Suppose some students are writing, entire pages. Then they are saying that they wrote that answer. They wrote 2 pages, then 3 pages about that. Definitely they are looking for 5 marks. Will they get 5 marks? Never. You have to write point by point. Okay, you have to write point by point. What is the question? Pesticides are chemical components designed to kill pests. Many pesticides can also pose health risks to people even if exposed to nominal quantities. So we have been using pesticides in farmlands. Then we can say that, garden, whatever it may be, we can say that. That is chemical components designed to kill pests. Main aim is to killing pests. Many pesticides can also pose health risks to people even if exposed to nominal quantities. It is not only for people, we can also say about, animals, birds. Okay, it is harmful for animals, birds, then human beings, pesticides. Then, in the light of the above statement, suggest any two traditional methods for replacement of chemical pesticides. What are the methods possible for, avoiding these chemical pesticides? We got different pesticides will be there. Okay, instead of chemical, we can use organical pesticides. Okay, so different method will be there. So we got certain solutions for that. Solution A. The traditional practices can be help in controlling contamination without the use of chemical fertilizers as follows. I already mentioned one point, that is organical pesticides. Okay, one of the method is explaining here. Neem trees and its byproducts are a natural pest controller which has been used since ages in India. Recently, the government promoted the sale neem-coated urea as a measure of natural pest control. Okay, the neem-coated urea. You will have different ideas for this. Okay, instead of neem, we can utilize other methods also. Okay, so one of the method is given there. So the next method, the large variety of birds should be allowed to dwell around the agriculture areas. They can clear large varieties of pests including insects. Okay, pests including insects. What can be done for that? Birds. Okay, we are deploying birds. Okay, we can say that birds, then other organic compounds we can use there for avoiding pests and insects. Naturally, we can do that. That is another point for that. Okay, so the two solutions are given there. First of all, we can say that neem, then another things we can say that large variety of birds, okay, can be utilized for that. Then B part. In recent times, Indian economy has experienced the problem of casualization of the workforce. This is very important, the casualization of the workforce. This problem has only been aggravated by the outbreak of COVID-19. Okay, after the outbreak of COVID-19, this happened, casualization of workforce. Do you agree with the given statement? Discuss any two disadvantages of casualization of workforce in the light of above statement. Okay, here this question, this statement is discussing about casualization of workforce. We can say that the casual laborers will be there. What happened, the COVID-19 in Kerala, we are aware of that. The workforce from Bihar and Orissa. Once, the government declared lockdown, okay, they actually fled to, from Kerala to their place, that is Orissa and Bihar. Lots of people died. Lots of people, okay, lost their jobs. Without income, they are walking through the roads. Okay, a long distance, okay, they were walking. They reached their home, but they had to face COVID-19. Okay, so government, maybe we can say that the central government and state governments, the state governments of Bihar, for example, we can say that they didn't give any support for that casualization of laborers. Their only income, that was at Kerala, that is casual jobs, casual labor. But they didn't protect after the COVID-19. Okay, so that is a question. Then we can go through that solution. The given statement is quite appropriate with reference to the casualization of labor in India. Actually, you read that content in newspaper, then you have seen that on television channels. Lots of people died, then lots of people eloped from our state to their states. They lost their jobs, they lost their lives, they lost their relatives. So different things happened there. So the first thing we can say that for casual workers, the rights of the labor are not properly protected. Okay, we have to write point by point. What was the problem for that casual laborers? Why the government is not protecting that kind of laborers? We can say that the rights of the laborers are not properly protected by labor laws. Even if we can discuss that, lots of people will not have insurance policies. The companies are saying that they got insurance policy, they are taking insurance policy. But actually, once we are checking, we are getting the details that they are not having that kind of insurance policies. There is no proper labor laws. They have to work, more than 16 hours and 18 hours per day for meager wages. Okay, there is no protective labor laws for that people. Then, particularly during the pandemic times, as demand for goods and services fell, the casual workers were left jobless. Okay, they lost their job because there is no work availability in our state than other states. Okay, there is no demand for goods and services. Then, without any compensation or support, they didn't get any compensation or support. So, you have to say that rights of the labor are not properly protected by the labor laws. Then, the casual workers were left jobless without any compensation or support. They didn't get any support, any compensation from the government. Central government is saying that they are giving money and they are supporting people, but the actual people are not getting that support. Okay, that is the case. Then, during the COVID-19 lockdown, billions of casual workers lost their job, raising questions of their survival. Okay, What kind of survival? Most of the people are asking about that. How can we survive this situation? Because there is no job. The government is not helping there. Then additional health expenditure added to their trouble. Again, we can say that health expenditure due to COVID-19. Okay, first of all, we are aware of that. Government, not only in our country, then all the countries not provided vaccination. We have to find out the solution, that is vaccination. Okay, so health expenditure, they need to go hospital. Okay, the hospital expenses will be there, so they have to taken care of that expenditures are also. Then had such workers had been working under the formal sector, it would have given them some respite in their difficult times. So we have to say that they were not in formal sector, they are in informal sector. We have to say that. Informal. That was the main thing we can say, that instead of formal sector, they were in informal sector. So this is the end of your question paper. So we discuss long answer type questions. Okay. Again, I am explaining that we got very short answer questions, then short answers question, then we have long answer type questions. Okay, we got 3 parts in our question paper. Then I already explained that. I am again explaining about that. Very short answer questions that carries 2 marks each for 5 questions. Then short answer questions 3 marks each for 5 questions. Then long answer type questions 5 marks for 3 questions. So total we have 40 marks. Okay, I already explained mark distribution while I was going through all the questions here. So please be taken care of that. All the best for all the candidates. Thank you.